Okay. So welcome everyone to this, whatever the heck I called this session today, Brave Business Building Community something badassery, right? I don't know. I like all the B words, brave, badass, business building, amazingness. But today is about community building, and it really was a purposeful topic. We may have a few more people joining us, y'all, from the waiting room. So if I have to toggle back and forth here for a moment, bear with me. But I have been really excited about this topic. The other day I was sitting around thinking a little bit about this workshop coming up. And I thought to myself, success in general for me has meant two important things. It has meant mindset and it has meant community. And today, to cover the mindset thing, I'm gifting all of you a copy of the new book, The Brave Healer Business Mindset Transformation Journal. So to anyone here live today gets to submit for that. And all you have to do is email me, okay? Just put in the subject line, mindset book, and you're going to email that to bewarriorlove@gmail.com. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a code from Amazon that you can just click on and redeem the ebook, okay? bewarriorlove@gmail.com. I just put it in the chat for you in case you need to check that out. So I would love to let you dive into the mindset topic, because that is a whole nother day of amazingness, and it's a whole book. So go enjoy the book. Tell me how you liked it. I really enjoyed writing that book. There are 10 practical exercises in it. So have your notebook ready when you open up your ebook. And then the other thing was community. So the Brave Healer community is about 6 years old. Healers committed to helping people and changing the world with brave awareness and words and tools. You are my people. My vision is to create a company that changes lives with brave words, to wake the world up to what's possible for healing, to help healers move through their purpose-driven fears and share their words out loud, and to hold a healing space for that process to happen always. That's part of my vision and my mission. And I think that I do business a little differently because of that, because of those pieces. And it really has made a difference for me in terms of my day-to-day. My vision is humongous. It's a publishing company that's way more than a publishing company. We're healing, business strategy, and publishing all in one. Didn't know if I was going to be able to mix up all of those things, but I love the combination. It is world-changing. It's a world-changing combination. And it's actually what anyone writing their book actually needs to go beyond the book to do, to leave their legacy. You have to have that combination of stuff happening, right? So I'm super happy to be here with all of you who are maybe dabbling in all of these things. Maybe you want to write, maybe you're building your business, maybe you're thinking about what that legacy is for you that you want to leave in the world. My community is the reason Brave Healer Productions is doing what it's doing. It's the reason for what you see happening. And it's why I got so excited about this topic today. So I thought about those two things, mindset and community, and I wanted to do the whole thing about community. And it's one of the reasons why I'm gifting you the book today. I think you guys are going to have a really fun time with that book. But let's get into the community piece of this. And we're going to jump right in with some exercises. So I warned you to have your notebook ready, because I'm going to have you writing right away today. Why? Because when it's out loud, and I consider writing to be out loud, it's out of your head. Okay, writing and speaking are what I mean by out loud. When it's out loud, it's real. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes. So you're not going to think that that's long enough, but just hang in there. Do your best. You're going to write as fast as you can without censoring yourself. You're going to take a couple of breaths with me. Clear your mind because you haven't even heard the prompt yet, so you don't even know what to think. Okay. Just clear your mind. Don't anticipate it. Come fully into the room in this beautiful energy that we're sharing today. And I'm going to give you 3 minutes for my vision for 2022 is, okay, just write out your vision in any way that it comes out. No rules here, just write fast as you can. Off you go. 3 minutes. Tell me everything that's happening in this vision of yours. What is your vision for the year coming up? What does it look like? Who is in it? What are you doing? What are you creating? Who are you connected to in this vision? Who are your collaborators? How are you feeling? Okay, keep it going for 30 more seconds. Okay, wrapping that up. Just that last thought, because I know you could keep going on it. And I'd love to hear a couple. Who wants to share what they wrote for their vision? Couple, first hand up. Come on, you guys, be brave. If it's out loud, it's real. Okay, I got Karen and Christy. Ding, 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 ding. Karen, you first. Read from the start of what you wrote to the end. Don't give us backstory and unmute.
Okay. I see a school-wide business that includes restorative justice, yoga, meditation, and movement with young people and adults. My collaborators are Meg, Laura, you, Debbie, Tara, and Ashley, and I am feeling like it is possible. Now.
Awesome. For all of you, for a moment, when you feel the possibility in something, where is that in your body? You don't answer, just feel it. When you can embody possibility, when you know that feeling inside of you, that's a whole nother class, right? But I can't help myself because I love that question. What does that feel like inside of you? Christy, tell us your vision.
My vision for 2022 is for increased income and prosperity, continued time, freedom, and adventure, more fun and connections, deeper conversations, learning and teaching more to my clients. My business is blooming, unfolding, and expanding in many perfect ways. I am a paid speaker and author. I am in demand to the human design community and spiritual holistic realms. I am traveling to fun places and enjoying meeting new in-person people. My husband is so supportive and helps me with my business growth.
Awesome, thank you. So why would I start off a community building workshop with vision? Anyone want to answer that? Why do you think that's important? Yeah, Stephanie.
I feel that when we have a vision, then it gives more perspective of what we want in our life. And having that vision too and putting it out there in the world, we emanate what we want. So if we really want to be a speaker or we really want to be on a talk show, then we're putting that feeling out there, that energy out there for it to come into our lives.
Energy. Yes, ma'am. Karen. Oh, you're muted, my dear. Unmute again. There you go.
May I say that it creates a space for mission?
Yeah, vision creates the space for a lot of things. Here's what I want you to remember. Your vision needs to be big enough that other people want to help you create it. Thank you, Donnie Bovine, for that statement. I give credit where credit is due. So he once said to me, you know, you got to ask bigger questions. When I was limiting myself with this particular question, I was asking myself about the publishing business and what I wanted to do and how many books I wanted to publish every month and all of that. So when you're thinking vision and you're thinking communicating vision to other people around you, how would you infuse your vision with the energy? Yes, Stephanie, and the mission and all of those beautiful things where someone else is listening and they're like, wow, I would love to be a part of that. And what that means, another talk for another day, like being part of it. It just means that your vision is there and your community, you're going to start to attract the community you were meant to attract. And you do this thing together. Sounds like fun, right? Versus just sitting your ass in your office by yourself, little solopreneurs that all of us are, with, you know, doing it all by ourselves and thinking that we're supposed to do it all by ourselves because that's what success means. Ugh. I used to think I had to do everything by myself until I really realized that nothing would happen without a really awesome community. Okay, next exercise. I'm going to give you 60 seconds to fill in the blank. Having a badass community means, okay, 60 seconds. What does it mean to you? What would that mean to you? Give me the feels with this one. Okay, got a few seconds left. Wrap up that last thought about what community means to you. It's probably not long enough to write on this topic, huh? I know, sorry. We're doing the speed dating versions of the journaling exercises today. Okay, who wants to tell me what community means to you? Yeah, Laura Lee. And I got you, Stephanie.
It fuels me, supports me, lifts my spirit. It makes me smile with joy and gratitude to be here.
Beautiful, thank you. Stephanie, how about you?
So mine is having a badass community means support, encouragement, celebration, brainstorming, abundance, joy, encouragement, love, connection, gratitude, success, and thankful.
Beautiful list, thank you. Anyone else want to add theirs? Yeah, Mariko.
Yeah, I just got the feeling of this great momentum. It's like the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And there's this incredible possibility and paradigm shift that can occur even perhaps beyond what we might have imagined. And so it's very exciting and
Yes.
blessing for all in many ways.
Feel that one, y'all. Feel it right now. Bring the energy of a big, passionate, self-sustaining momentum. What does that feel like? That kind of possibility. Where is that in your body? Feel it right now. For you today, for your day, for your business, for your life. Practice these feels. Even if you don't know what they mean yet. Even if you don't know what you even want that to manifest, it's the feel. I love that momentum word. I feel momentum all the time. It's like this, ooh, I feel you back there. And it's like this little push. And it's like, it's big. It's like tidal wave big, a little scary big. But I always imagine myself being picked up and surfing the top of it. Like, what's that feel like to you all? Thank you, ladies. So here are some questions for you today. Where is your community? Now, this is like literally where. So one of my places is Facebook. I am not on Facebook to share what I ate for breakfast. I'm on Facebook because I have a business. About 2 years ago, I looked at my friends list and I decided, because it was about, I don't know, 1,000 or 2. And I decided, I knew I had 5,000 as the opportunity. And I decided to purposefully friend all of the kinds of people I wanted on my Facebook. And then later I deleted some that, you know, in those first couple thousand, and I didn't know what the heck I was doing with Facebook. So I started to delete after that. So I am now maxed out on my Facebook community of people I intentionally reached out to and friended. Not like willy-nilly, I don't even know who you are. I found them in groups I was with. I found them with friends of friends who talked about them. What if a community like Facebook, and I'm mentioning it because I know a lot of you are on there. What if that place for you could be fun, intentional business building times about 10 that it is now for you? You know, how would you make that happen? So where is your community? Facebook is one of my places. It's the big one right now. So if Facebook goes away, y'all better have an email list. That's all I'm saying. Have your email list and keep sharing your email list opt-ins with your people on Facebook. Please do it regularly. Okay, that's a whole nother talk too. So where is your community? You could have, and write it down. Where are they? Are they at your community center locally? Are they in a club that you're a part of? Are they in your yoga group, class, book club, Facebook, other social platform? But this has to be a place that people regularly see, hear, and experience you. If you're in a place and you're lurking and you aren't sharing yourself, your voice, your face, your vision that we started with today, nobody's going to build the know, love, and trust with you that they need to come toward you, your energy, and your thing. So this place that your community is, it has to be a place where you are regularly, and they can see and hear and experience you, your passion, your beliefs, your values, your favorite foods. I don't care. Let them get to know you. Okay. How often do you engage in those places where your current communities are? I would, we've got a list of where they are, but we also should think about, are we really loving it yet? So you might have communities and they're just kind of like meh or so-so for you, but you also might have places that you absolutely get turned on when you're there. What are those places? Those are the ones I would be circling and highlighting right now. Okay. And then how often do you engage back into that place? How often are you there? It has to be consistent. We want engagement as business owners. We want community, relationships, and engagement. But the problem is we don't have a consistent strategy. So what is yours? And you can even write down the word strategy ? If you don't really have one yet, and think about it. What feels easy and good and fun? If some of your strategies are difficult, you dread them, or they're just not feeling great, they're like shoulds, reassess, have more fun. And are you, I say posting, meaning speaking of the Facebook thing again, but are you posting or are you connecting? And how are you doing that? So here are some ideas. Are you asking questions? Are you responding to other people's? Are you reaching out to people? And are you genuinely interested in getting to know who they are and what they do at another level? Just some questions to ask yourself about your own quality of engagement. And it might be that, you ask a lot of questions, but there's other pieces of those that you aren't doing as much. So when you're engaging with people like that, you're building this know, love, and trust with people. You guys have always heard know, like, and trust. And I'm just like, like is meh. Like, I want to love here. So I want you to feel it bigger. So I don't want to just like the people I hang out with. I want to just be in love with them. I want them to feel like people I want in my inner circle. So that's why I changed it. That's why you always hear me say know, love, and trust. Trust is a big one. How do you get that? Awareness, your practice of it, authenticity, whatever that means to you, because it'll mean something different to everyone in this Zoom room. Being real and being nice, caring, right? Don't sell anything before you build the trust. Don't try to sell anything before you're actually practicing the other things first. And then I wrote down, you go first, meaning if you're going to ask somebody to do something, you trailblaze it. You go first. Okay? Because, who are you to tell us to do something if you haven't done it first? So let's do the next little exercise. And this will be a quick one. So it's going to be 60 seconds. We're going to do 2 60 seconds journaling exercises back to back. They're short. And then I'm going to break you out for 5 minutes, and you're going to have a chance to talk to somebody in this room based on the exercise. And we're going to start your community building right now, today. It's going to be fun. Okay, take a breath. The thing I love the most about myself is, okay, you got, I gave you 30 seconds. What do you love about yourself? Talk about one simple thing. Okay, almost done there. Couple seconds and pens up. Next one. Something interesting about me is, okay, a little different. Something interesting. I'll give you 30 seconds. Just write something down. Pick one thing, one simple thing. Okay, so we're going to break out into rooms. You're going to have a partner, and you're going to have 2 minutes, 1 minute each. Somebody keep time so that each person gets to chat and learn something about the other person. What's that thing they love about themselves, and what is something interesting about them? Okay, just share 1 minute each. You got 2 minutes, and I'm going to bring you back. And here we go. Off you go. So you're going to need to click the little thingy that tells you. Okay, there, you should see it, you guys. Hey, Pat, are you there? Hey, Laura Lee, I brought you back because Pat is not responding. So you can just unmute, chat with me if you want. We'll see if she comes back.
I'm muted
There you
again.
go.
Okay. Sure. Something interesting about me is I've gotten some more help. It's not completed yet to work setting up my nonprofit for the young adults. So I'm very excited about that. Do you have it incorporated?
Super cool.
Yes, I'm quite excited about that. And
Yeah. That's
I'll
amazing.
share when the papers are finalized and stuff, but you were talking about sharing the info with other people. And people she said, well, I can help you do that, do it cheaper. And anyway, I got led to some other people, and it was other people who said, well, I'll buy some books. Some people offered to give me money. I said, don't give me money yet. I don't have it set up. I wanted them
You got to be
buy
ready
books.
for people to give you money, girl.
I know. Can you imagine? I turned down money.
Crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, it was just in the thought process at the time that I
Yes.
thought, anyway, I wanted to be able to give them tax receipts, but now I found out that in order to do the tax receipts, you have to be incorporated for a bit in Canada before you can do that.
Yeah.
So I just got them to order books for me
Okay,
so that they could
cool.
use the receipt that way in their business.
All right, so hang on, Laura Lee. Pat, are you there today? Hello, hello, Pat, are you there?
Yes.
Here she is. She unmuted.
Pat, I want to give you a minute. Tell us something you love about yourself.
Okay, well, one of the things that I love about myself is I like helping other people. I think that's one of my best qualities is my love of helping others. And that's basically what I put for that one.
Awesome. What's something interesting about you?
I like to read poetry and I like to write poetry.
Me too. Have you written any, have you published any poetry books yet of your poetry?
I have. It's been a few years ago though. I have about 4 books, 4 anthologies.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
So cool. I wanted to give you each a minute before we go back to the room. And anything else you guys want to share? 10 seconds.
I did the same. What I love about myself is generous heart. It's the same
Aw,
idea.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice,
I think
nice,
that goes
nice.
for almost everybody in this group.
Yeah,
Mm.
I would imagine so. I am going to bring them back so you guys don't have to go anywhere because we're in the main room. So
Yeah.
we'll have the other ones coming back in another 40 seconds. So I love about myself that I can be aware when I need to, and I was going to say, apologize, like that the awareness is on point to the point that when something happens that's not feeling right, I can do a quick correct. And that makes me feel good. So hello, ladies. We'll have the rest of them back here in a moment. All right. Couple more seconds, I think. There they are. Beautiful. Okay, so, just sharing fun facts with each other, just easy stuff is a way in, and it's a way to just be interested in each other. It's not salesy, it's not stressful, and you all learned something about each other, hopefully in the last minute or two. It's just fun, right? Fun and easy. And I think in the beginning of business development, all of the different things I was learning, building my community, all the stuff, well, man, did I have a different idea about what the heck I was doing when I was having a conversation with a reach out on LinkedIn, for instance, or Facebook Messenger. And I'm talking about people I really did not know at all before. I had another idea in my mind about it. And if you just get into your question asking and genuinely be interested in the answers, you are already halfway there. But I'm going to take it another level for you today. Okay. So the other thing that I have in my notes, kind of this third level thing, is about the income opportunities when you're building a powerful community. And I'm going to tell you a little story about that. In the beginning of Brave Healer Productions, I was wanting to do a group course online. And I believe at first it might have been called the Brave Healer Mastermind something. Again, I think that name has changed like 3 or 4 different times. But my community started that year when a coach of mine said to me, go do your beta course. This course does not have to be perfect. You could teach this stuff in your sleep. It just needs to be done. And that beta course with 12 women in it was the beginning of everything, including this very powerful community around me now. I've been growing and creating for my ideal clients ever since that course, because I was getting to know what they needed, and I didn't wait to have it all perfect, ready, and done. I just said, hey, we're going to do this. I think at the time it might've been an 8-week course. We're going to do this 8-week course, and we're going to talk about getting over your fear of writing and speaking out loud and sharing your healing message. I said, I'm going to do a beta. Who wants to come? I discounted the class in that first round and offered a discount for the beta. I got 12 women to say yes immediately. And I thought, whoa, okay. It was the best thing I ever did for my business and my community building, because I poured into them. I asked them questions. I wanted to get to know them. I had conversations with all of them outside of the group course that we did, right? Now, a course would be a great idea for some of you, and others, you will not do that. I'm not telling you that that's the thing you have to do. I'm just telling you the pieces that helped start to build the community from there. So your main thing could be something very different than a course, okay? And in the beginning, I was worried that my community wasn't big enough. I'd look at influencers and I would think, how will I ever get those amounts of million followers, right? And that's the wrong thing to think. Because newsflash, you don't need 1 million followers to up level and meet your dreams and goals. You need a vision, a dedicated, engaged community, and the courage to share your stuff. All right. The numbers will follow organically from that place. And there'll be word of mouth referrals, way better than any little like on a social page you could get. So don't worry about that kind of thing right now in terms of building and growing this badass community around you. Serve the people who are in front of your face right now at the next level of awesome. What does that mean for you? Watch how your community grows and your income follows. So I'm going to repeat that because it's so important. The people you have right now who are right in front of you, current clients, current people you've served for free, current groups, current communities, current people coming into your world wanting to be around you. Serve them at the next level of awesome. What might that mean? That might mean that you make that list and you check in with them by email or text once in a while and just say, hey, how's it going? That's it. Right? But you might spend some time journaling out what that actually means to you. If I was going to take that group of people, small but mighty group, and I was going to ask myself, how would that look if I was serving those people who've already purchased from me, worked with me, and or expressed interest in me, right? Really, really important. So the business relationship building formula, to me, is to learn enough about the person that you can make a cool introduction for them today. So, because I know that this works when you practice, we're going to practice. So here's what I need you to do. And I'll put this in the chat really quick too, so you can actually like read it. It's just little instructions, but your challenge, and we're going to do a little breakout again. You have 3 minutes each. So we'll be off for about 6 minutes total. Someone needs to be the timer to make sure that that happens. 3 minutes, switch partners, 3 minutes. Okay. Now in the first minute, partner number 1 is going to tell the other person, hang on, let me copy it for you so you can read along with me. Okay, there we go. In the first minute, you're going to tell the person where you are, what you do, and something you're looking for right now. Now that's a little vague, right? What am I looking for right now? Well, it could be a perfect client, a resource, an introduction to someone specific or a recommendation for a CPA. I don't know what you need right now. Right? So stop talking at the 60-second mark after you've said that stuff to your partner, and allow your partner to ask clarifying questions of you to get to know you a little bit better. The goal here, your partner gets the clarity they need to make some sort of connection or introduction for you, possibly today. Okay, it's a challenge, it's a practice. We're going to practice. Anyone need more clarification? Got it? Okay, 3 minutes each. All right. Hang on a minute. And there we go. And Laura Lee, give me a moment. I'm going to save you. Pat, are you with us? Oh,
I am.
Is Erica not there, Christy?
No, He's
Okay.
taking a point. You had told me earlier.
No problem. I'm going to put you into another room. Okay. Here we go.
Nothing's popping up.
Oh,
Oh, do I hit the join?
yeah. You got to hit join.
It's a different button. Room 3. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Pat, are you still there?
I am.
Okay, great. There's somebody brand new kind of joining us here last minute. Hey, Stanley. I'll let him connect to the audio, and then I'll moderate yours. Stanley, hello, are you there?
I'm here.
You came in kind of right during a breakout session with a little challenge. So, Pat, did you hear the challenge?
I did.
Okay. So, Stanley, Pat is going to tell you about herself in about 60 seconds. Okay. And then it's our job to learn a little bit more about her, to see if we can ask some clarifying questions in terms of possibly making an introduction for her today. So Pat, go for it.
Okay. My name is Pat. I'm in Houston, Texas. I'm looking at building my new business, and I'm imagining what exactly I want it to be at this point. It's in the research phase. It's going to be a tutorial service, and it's going to focus on literacy.
Do you know the age range?
Yes, grades K through 8. And then also I'm looking at serving adults as well.
Do you know any other, anyone else who's already doing this that you have looked up to or modeled?
I do not. I am a former school teacher, so I have connections there.
Yes, awesome. So I actually do have someone I can introduce you to.
Oh, wow.
She does tutoring for, I'm not sure the age range though, right? So you guys, so you just got to have a conversation and see how it goes. But she may be able to give you some ideas of how she started her tutoring business.
Okay.
And that's exactly what the goal is today of this breakout right now. Is like, if I can ask you enough questions to figure out what you need, and then I can think of an actual human to introduce you to, great, you win. You know?
Awesome.
Is there anything else you want to tell me about that in the last few seconds here?
I'm just working on my business plan.
Okay. So another another resource for you might be somebody who writes business plans, who can coach that. Are you getting some coaching?
I am. Mhm.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Good. So what's the goal for starting the new business?
The middle of next year.
Wonderful. Okay, let me send a little message to everyone else. You guys give me 1 second.
Okay.
Just let them know to switch partners. Okay,
And-
so hey, Stanley.
Hi.
Hey, want to play the game?
I think so. I just wanted to say that to Pat that my ex-wife is, she started out as a tutor, but she's created the Dream School Project. So you can check that out. She helps high schoolers. So I don't know if that would be a good match for you in terms of your network.
Okay, awesome. Yes, definitely.
Beautiful. So Pat, for us to be able to give you these, connections, we're going to need your email. If you want to, I'm going to ask everyone to put their contact information into the chat when we get back. And that way we can all, we can save the chat and get with each other, and that would be a great way to do it. Sound good?
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yes, thanks.
Stanley, what do you do? Tell us in 60 seconds what you do, where you are, what you do, and something you might be looking for right now.
I'm a book coach, book editor, and consultant. I've created the Grounded Writer methodology that helps people to ground themselves into their book premise, as well as embrace their authenticity. And what else? Oh, there's a third thing that I forget. So I work with entrepreneurs, thought leaders, coaches, and nonfiction authors who want to inspire or affect, instigate whatever positive change in the world. And, they could be at any stage, if they need book coaching, hand-holding throughout the process. I meet with them either on a 3-month basis or 6 months, every other week. Editing is full service, developmental editing, line editing, copy editing. And consulting is a part of this too, where I, sometimes entrepreneurs or authors in general, they may not know, they have a goal in mind for their book, but they don't really know what to do with it, so they may go with, follow Laura's path, or they may want self-publishing or traditional publishing. I offer book editing for entrepreneurs who want to use a book for their sales funnel as well. What I'm looking for, I'm having some availability for the rest of the year, so I would like to get some more clients in terms of more book coaching, as well as I didn't mention ghostwriting. So there's a lot of services that I have under my hat. And, if there's anyone who has a great book idea for their, for their business, then I can help them write it for them if they would rather outsource that.
Awesome. Oh, it's time for you and I to have another conversation.
Okay.
We need to have our follow-up. I will definitely, so I'll not forget to say it when everyone comes back to put their contact info in so that we can connect. But I think you and I are at least on LinkedIn. I know I have your email. Awesome. Pat, any questions for Stanley?
No, but what he does sounds awesome. And if I run across someone who needs the service, I'll definitely, recommend it.
Awesome. So we just have a few seconds before everyone else comes back into the room. You guys the 3 of us are in the main room already, so we don't have to go anywhere. So cool. Yeah, I have some editing questions, Stanley. We'll chat. And they're back. Yay. Okay, good conversations. So,
Laura,
yeah.
Just a quick question, because it seemed too short. Were we supposed to get to the point to actually refer somebody to them? Because
I did in 3 minutes, but I'm kind of better at this than maybe some of you because I know what exactly I want to know. So who wants to play in the sandbox with me? Katie, you have 60 seconds to tell me who you are, what you do, and what you're asking for today. 60 seconds, go.
Okay. So I'm Katie Phelan. I'm a deep coaching practitioner and certified Enneagram coach. And I work with women and women leaders who have a background in college athletics or competitive sports who are looking to grow and develop a kinder, more gentler relationship with themselves and to also redefine success. I'm still working on what I do because this is a new niche, you know. And I've created a program that I'm now I want to build out, but I want to talk to my ideal clients. I want to learn more about them and to be able to build out this program, which I have 4 modules and it's just the bones of it, so that I can really build something that speaks to them and that's going to support them.
Okay, so what age is this woman athlete? So now, so I'll just, you're gonna, for benefit of everyone else, she got that done in 45 seconds. I have a half a clue. And now I'm giving myself 2 more minutes for clarifying questions. This was the exercise you guys just did, okay? Mm-hmm. So now I'm like, yeah, I got my 45 seconds worth of stuff. I'm already trying to think of some things. And now I kind of want to know stuff. Well, Katie, this new program. All right. So how old is this woman? She's a former athlete. Is she a current athlete? Tell me a little more about her.
She can be a former athlete. Yeah, she's a former athlete. She can be a current athlete.
How old?
I'd say definitely midlife. So what is that?
Yeah. Is she a mom?
She can be.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you said that she wants this, I can't remember how you said it, ease, and tell me how you said that. She's after this feeling.
Yeah, I said having a kinder, gentler relationship.
Kinder, gentler, yeah. So after she gets the kinder, gentler relationship after going through your course, then what for her? What's in it for her after this cool relationship with herself?
Well, she'll be able to realize, one, there's more to herself than she thinks there is, and that others perceive, that she can create new choices for herself, that she can understand what are those patterns that I've been running my whole life that are frustrating me, that help me get when I'm in situations where I get, angry or I get withdrawn or I feel like I can't fully, I'm just talking.
Yeah, that's okay. So, and that's because there needs to be a tiny bit more clarity about when you do your magical how, what's this result she wants for all of your ideal clients in here. Go ahead.
So my whole thing is about creating self-awareness and self-compassion and self-acceptance so they can transform those into something tangible. Whatever it is they want in their life. What is it that they want
in their life? That's the question.
Yeah, and it's so that's why I want to. I don't know. Is it success?
Yes.
Is it greater? More time and ease, being able to be at home and at work.
So
that kind of stuff.
If you all don't know, then you got to go out and have 30 ideal client conversations and find out the answer.
That's what my ask is. That's what I want to do. That's
Fantastic.
What I want to talk to these people.
Okay, so you need to post on your Facebook page or somewhere, or I will post it for you in one of my groups, because that's something I could do for you today. Okay. I could get into the Brave Badass Healers and I could put up a post that says, my friend Katie is ready to do a 20-minute discovery call with you. If you are a midlife athlete with some struggles, you're going to give me the description for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you can get those 30 conversations and you can start to do the due diligence for this program. She has to figure out what the life problem is first. It might be that the relationship sucks. Maybe that she's looking for a new relationship. It may be that the job sucks, or she wants to actually go into business for herself and doesn't know how. And all of that self-development work that Katie's talking about is the how, you guys.
Yeah.
But you can't market a how. You have to know the tangible result of it so that you can then do your copywriting and community building. Right. So out of the things Katie said, did anyone, I'm not sure who your partner was, but did anyone else have a clarifying question for Katie? Like, is there something not clear yet? Yeah, Karen.
So I know people who are athletes who are now coaches. So is your target audience former athletes who are now actually a coach?
It can be.
Or no?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm a former college athlete, soccer player, and the program I was building originally was with a partner working with college athletes.
Right.
But I'm moving more into sort of the midlife, later in life where they have some experience. So coaches, it's really women who have had this experience.
Oop, hang on. Someone's echoing.
And are bringing with them both the gifts, talents, and also the scars and the wounds of being an athlete and the challenges that are there.
Okay, so pause, please. So this is how you move into your conversations, the next 10 business development conversations you all have with people out there. It's the play 20 questions game until you get enough clarity about them that you can make an introduction for them. We're not talking about selling your shit. We're talking about learning enough about the person that it keys. So I was partnered with Pat, and she's in the middle of starting a whole brand new business, probably like mid 2022. She wants to do a tutoring service. And so when I heard that, I started to ask a couple of questions, what age, do you have anyone that you follow now that you are mentoring with? Yes. Coaching. Yes. And I realized I have a former client who has this business. So I'm going to go ahead and hook Pat up with a conversation with Heidi and let those two go at it. I made that introduction. That's awesome, you guys. If I can help Pat in any way, I'm building my know, love, and trust with Pat because I'm helping her. So the more genuinely interested you are about the other person when you go into these conversations, the more exciting it gets to be that connector. And believe me, they will remember you. That energy comes back around to you, no matter if it's from the person you helped or not. You guys know that, right? About the energy. So you do good things for people, not expecting them to give you a referral back, but that does happen. That's cool too. I'll take those as well. So does anyone have any questions about that little interaction? Did anyone make an introduction or think of somebody? And I want to not forget to tell you all to please put your contact information into the chat right now so that you all can get with each other in case you all need another conversation. Maybe 6 minutes wasn't enough. Maybe. Yeah. So put your info there and I'll tell you guys how to save the chat so that we can all get back out. Because I know I'm going to email Pat. I need Pat's email, right? So put your emails in there. Give you a second to do that. And get with your partner. I'll give you guys one more minute or a few more seconds to get your emails in there before we, I'll remind you to save it though, okay? So I just want to make sure everyone's in there for their partner. And have that next conversation, like you could either be private messaging your partner right now and saying, hey, when are we going to talk again? I want to learn more about you. Or you could save that chat with all the emails, get off the call today and do that. Email your partner and say, hey, let's do another 6 minutes and let's take this to the next level and see where it goes. But you also have, how many people are here today, right? 15, you have 14 other reach out possibilities right now to build your community. 14 more possibilities. That's going to keep you busy for the next week or 2 or month, right? And that's the name of the game, y'all. What are the questions you have? Comments, questions, anything? Okay. Community building is, yeah, Karen.
So I have a question. So how do you know when what you are sharing is too much or not enough?
This
so that
takes
somebody will understand.
This takes some practice, and what you're sharing, if it's not enough, the other person will be asking you more questions. That's up to them.
Okay,
The other way around, if you're talking for so long that you haven't paused or given the other person a chance to even ask a question,
Right.
don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. It's better to be short, sweet, and powerful, and then let them ask. You don't even know who they know or what they want to know about you. So, hey, you guys, I'm Laura Franco, the CEO of Brave Healer Productions. We publish wellness books. What do you want to know about me? Because right now, I don't know if that person is ready to publish or write a book, wants information about how to be a better blogger, wants business strategy so that they can take their business to the next level, wants to come into the free community on Facebook because they just don't have anyone to talk to about healing topics. I don't know any of that yet. So I'm just going to zip it up and let them ask me questions right now. If you get a terrible question asker, like, in other words, they just don't do that, you have to carry the conversation, and you're the only one asking questions the whole time, and all it is a one-sided conversation about that person, then sometimes in the middle of those conversations, you have to say, so is it okay if I tell you a little bit about me now? Right. But don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to do that. You may have to do that with some people who are not as practiced in this back and forth and this awesomeness of getting to know each other, giving each other space. Be a really great listener. Take notes. I've got my notepad in every conversation, because if I can, like for Pat, I'm like, ooh, Heidi, and I had to remember Heidi's last name, the person I'm going to connect her to. So I'm taking notes so that later I can follow up. That's the magic. Take notes when you're having your conversations. Okay, so your community building is about a genuine interest in others, improving your listening and question asking skills, getting to know people well enough that you can help build their business for them, and serving others when you can. That is good juju that's coming back to you, I promise. Next level business building comes out of that community building. And that is about a mindset of how you can serve and help the other person first, not opening with a sell, sharing your offerings when the time is right. You can do that, these conversations can be, I'm going to say the S word, sales conversations. Disqualifying when you need to, having more conversations, tracking conversations and following up. If you don't have a spreadsheet, you need one. And making introductions and referrals for others. Notice how that was last. Okay, so you're going to do all of those things. That's next level business building. So only because I don't tend to do a lot of handouts on my free workshops, I'm just going to paste this into the chat for you, because I know that you'd like to probably have that little list of the things I just said. Okay, community building is about, and next level business building is about. And I just put that in there for you. So you journaled for me earlier what that community means. Now I'd really love to know, in terms of your current community building efforts over the last bit of time, what do you need help with? What questions do you have? Where do you still feel a tiny bit stuck in this whole getting to know each other conversation today? Okay, Stephanie, thank you. Be brave, because your question is going to help everyone in this room. How's the community building going for you? Where do you need help? Yeah, Katie.
Go. I mean, for me, this is very enlightening because I feel like until I can I get stuck because I feel until I can articulate exactly who I'm trying to reach, I don't go out there.
Yes. Email me and ask me for the Ideal Client Masterclass workbook. Any of you, any of you if you need it, okay? The Ideal Client Masterclass workbook. I just worked this up as one of my freebie opt-ins. It's, you know, one of my email opt-in platform builder thingies. And it started out as a 5,000 word blog, literally. And I realized I needed to like create something different because it was literally 5,000 words. And I was like, whoa, this could be a book, you know? Yes, I will say yes. All of you, if you were having trouble, you know, if I was kind of grilling you about your ideal client, like Katie and I have played in the sandbox before, so she's not afraid of me. But if some of you are just like, oh, I don't know either, you know, you got to know first. You have to know first, and you have to know to the level of the flavor of green smoothie that midlife athlete wants to drink. Okay, and that's the masterclass workbook is going to take you through all kinds of levels of ideal client work. Ultimately, I could sum that up, that homework up by saying, go have 30 discovery conversations with people. And I'd be happy to make that post for you, Katie, if you're ready to have, you know, to set them up. So have your conversation link, your what am I trying to say? The scheduling link ready. You know, and make sure you're not, you know, burning yourself out. Make it 20 to 30 minutes and let them know that it'll be done at the end of that time, right? So that you're not doing hours and hours and hours. You can develop your question list and you can go through it each time and you're going to learn so much. Best questions ever in that ideal client work are, what are you all consuming now in terms of fill in the blank of what you do? So let me give you that example, you know, book publishing, writing, badassery, right? So Katie, what programs have you purchased to help you become a better writer or to learn about book publishing? I don't know if you've purchased any, Katie, but, but like, I would want to know what they've actually consumed, where they go listen to podcasts, where they go read the blogs. I want to know what they've already consumed so that I can create something that they actually want, not just what I'm guessing they want. Really super important. So Cheryl says, how do you follow up with people that say they are going to do something so that you're not being annoying? Can you give me the example that like they tell you they're going to do what kind of thing?
Well, I mean, with my beef business, people are very excited because they feel my passion. So every customer says, I'm going to, you know, tell these people, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And you don't really think that they do it. Sometimes it does work. I mean, I have a lot of my business is by word of mouth now because of people, but there are some, especially it seems like, we'll say other business owners that want to help because they want to do something like this, but they're just not getting there. Like I never do end up hearing from so-and-so that they
pleasantly persistent is the term. Be pleasantly persistent. 2 weeks later, nudge them again. And if you are striking out on the third or fourth try, like no response, they're not, then okay, you can make a decision there. But you
Right.
all have heard that the 7 to 9 touches. So I'm telling you, as a busy entrepreneur, sometimes you, Cheryl, are doing me the biggest favor by reminding me again.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have it in our head that, you said being annoying. Why don't you get that out of your head? Why don't
Okay.
you just imagine that they said they wanted to do this thing for you? Why don't you just imagine that they really do actually want to? It's just that they're so freaking busy that your fourth email was actually the reminder they needed and saw. And they're like, oh, Cheryl, I'm so sorry, because that would be me. That would be me. I would be like, thank you so much for the 50th email. I didn't see the other 49, Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Mindset. You guys email me and I'll give you the book. The book is going to change your game in your mindset. It's I love that Cheryl's example, because don't we all sort of, oh, I don't want to be too annoying. I don't want to, well, okay. Touches. Yes, Stanley, make your touches pleasantly persistent. Okay. So other questions today? That was a great one. That was a really great one. Karen, what's your question?
So I am moving into restorative justice and yoga, and they are not they're not highly popular. So how do you get people to?
Okay, I'm going to play a game with you, and this is for all of you. I'm going to say to Karen, how do you know they're not popular? And what the heck is restorative justice? I don't even know what you're talking about yet. So Karen and I are going to work together for her copywriting, y'all. So I also know Karen on another level. So I'm not being mean to her. She's played in my sandbox before too. Yeah. But what I'm going to say is what you call something matters. Oh. So if you're going to, it's really going to depend, Karen, and I am going to do more ideal client work with you in terms of what that copywriting needs to be. But first of all, how do y'all know it's not popular? It might just be what you're calling it. And healers have this thing where they speak healer speak, and they imagine everyone should sort of understand, but really people just want what they want. And in Karen's case, they want to heal from trauma. And so they have this way that they're walking around in the world that they're feeling that they don't want to feel anymore. And it's really just that it gets to this desperate place. And sometimes you all know how people don't even know what they need or want, right? So part of our job is to help them get to that place by using the words and the descriptions that will help them enter into our world so that we can give them our magical how. And that's going to be a challenge, but we're a little off the subject of community building right now. But if you can speak what your vision is in a way that's very clear, you will attract the people you need: clients, collaborators, business partners, friends, purchasers. Okay. All of it.
Yep. I got it.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to spend a minute telling you about the program coming up. I'm super duper excited about this. I've got 10 seats open for the Brave Healer Business Accelerator program starting in January. Those 10 people are going to take a 7-week business building and mindset journey with me, with a goal to master the mindset, build the community, and develop a new stream of income for your 2022. So I'm looking for people who get stuff done and who are ready to take action with the stuff that I'm going to be guiding you through. Anyone who signs up this week, it doesn't start until January, but anyone who signs up this week is going to get 3 extra private coaching hours with me to be used anytime in 2022. So even though that's a 7-week program, you're going to get 3 hours of coaching whenever you want it after the program. All right. And if you all have any questions about that, I'm here for conversations. I'm also going to put that link and my info into the chat before we save it in case you guys want to click on that program link. It is there for you. And you can find out all about the Brave Healer Business Accelerator. It's going to start beginning of January and it's going to go through 7 weeks. And I would love to just tell you more about it if you are not sure if it's a fit for you or whatever. So being in the program or any of the Brave Healer Productions programs means that you are thrust into my badass community for life. That value is priceless. I have the best, most awesome, aware, wise, heart-centered healers on the planet in my community. I am so proud to say that out loud. It has been an incredible journey, and the people who show up like you to these things are changing the world, literally. So I'm always honored to be here with you guys. I'm going to just open it up at this point for any questions you have, and I'm here to stick around for those if you have more. So anyone? I would, yeah, Mariko.
Yeah, Laura, do you also offer individual coaching sessions?
I
Private
do.
coaching sessions?
I do, yes. Please just email me and I can give you some details. We can hop on the phone about whatever it is you want the coaching for, and I can guide you. But definitely, I have limited numbers of those. I can usually do 1 or 2 sessions a month, and that's how busy I am, but I do them. And so, you know, grab one if you want one. Would be happy to chat with you.
Great.
A session with me, y'all, is like a roller coaster ride. So like, you know, bring your notebook and just get ready to get the fire hose on you, because I am going to help spark all kinds of inspiration, different ideas, and you all are welcome anytime to grab me for one of those. So what else, y'all? Anything? So click on my program link and have it be up on your computer and tell me what you think, okay? Even if you don't think it's for you, I would love some feedback about what that is, and maybe there's something else that you are looking for. The other thing you can hit me up for a conversation about is the, we have 20 collaborative book projects coming in 22. 20 programs where you could come in and write a chapter for a book. So please let me know if you're interested in understanding like what's available and what that looks like and the benefits of being published in one of our collaborations. It's been pretty awesome. All right, I'm gonna stop our recording for our replay watchers. And thank you, replay watchers. You can get with me too at bewarriorlove@gmail.com, or you can come find me at bravehealer.com.